Hey guys, welcome to another video. Yeah, it's a bit different today because the rivers have all flooded and burst their banks, so can't fish them, unfortunately. So perfect time to do a starter setup, perfect starter setup for anyone out there who wants to get into a bit of lure fishing or a bait caster. So we have the Garcia Black Max combo, £60 from Angling Active. I've got mine for, and Danny as well. It's a 6'6" rod, and it is rated for casting out 15 to 45 gram lures. It will cast out 65, 70 gram lures fine. Still doing it now. Danny uses it. You'll see it in pretty much all our videos that Danny's in. So yeah, it's a decent reel. You can't really ask for much more. It'll last you years. For 60 quid, there's nothing else out there for that price. Anything near that price, which is decent. So yeah, get yourself one of these. Definitely recommend it. The next thing we'll need is a decent braid. So on this, Danny's using the Berkley X9 £40 in a moss green, I think it is. Decent stuff, but 25-30 quid for these 150 metres, maybe 300 metres. Got ours from Northeast Tackle online. I use Spiderwire Stealth Smooth 8s. £84 braid in a fluorescent yellow. This is more than adequate. You've seen Dan's pulling Pike, no problem. He hasn't frayed up. There's no damage to this at all, this braid. So yeah, I'd recommend it. Do some research before you get your braid, because it is important. Because don't forget, it is the thing, one, which the Pike's coming in on, and two, the expensive lures are going to be attached to it. So definitely say, do your research first. Don't just get any old braid. Have a look into it. Go online. Plenty of forums out there talking about it. So yeah, that's the next thing you'll need. And colour, from my experience and from what I've read up, doesn't make a difference. I use a fluorescent yellow. I tried a moss green for a bit. There was no difference in my catch rate at all. They're not really interested in the braid. They're more interested in what's at the end of the trace, which is your lure. So yeah, do your research, get some good braid. Moving on to wire tracers. So on here, we've got one on here. I'll show you the pack. So we use these Savage Gear Last Meter, 50 centimeters, weight rated for 20 kg. Had no issues with these at all. When we do get snagged, the actual the line will snap before the tracer. And I've got £84 line braid, so that just shows you how strong these are. I don't get snagged a lot now, but when I do, I lost the lure a couple of days ago and the actual line snapped first. £84. So it just shows you how strong these are. We did used to use the ones from the tackle shop, which you can get, I think they're about 99p each. But every time we got snagged, we'd lose a lure. They make them themselves, so I definitely recommend investing a bit more. It's about £5 for a pack of 3, and they're decent. You can make your own, obviously. You can get all the bits. You can get Savage Gear, you can get Fox Rage line. There's other ones out there. Just make sure you do it properly, because don't forget, the expensive lures are attached to the end, and you don't want to be losing them because it can ruin your day. Yeah, it's not good. So yeah, recommend, as I said again, Savage Gear Last Meter, £5 for 3. Got them off eBay. Yeah, good bit of kit. So next is lures. So there's 2 lures which we'll talk about, which we would recommend definitely. So my go-to is the Spro Screamin Quatro Devil. It's a jointed swim bait. It's got a rattle in as well. So yeah, it's my go-to colour, Amazon Tiger. Can't rate this lure highly enough. It's my go-to lure. If I'm having a bad day and I want to catch, I'll get this out. It is a slow sinker, so you can fish it at any depth. Get it out, bring it in quick, it will stay up high. Let it sink, bring it in slow. You can get down low and get them pike that are hiding down the bottom. See, it comes in loads of different colours. So my go-to colour, as I said, is the Amazon Tiger, and they've also got the red and white, which is really bright underwater, and my newest one, which I got off eBay. They're around 15 to 20 quid each, depending where you get them from. but they're worth it. And yeah, as I said, if there is one lure that I would trust the most, it is this. This is my favourite lure. The other one I want to talk about is the Savage Gear 4-play V2 Roach. Danny, we done a review on it actually. I'll put the link up here. Fantastic lure. Danny uses it. I haven't got one, but Dan swears by it. He's catching loads of pike on it, even on the dullest day. Murky water, he's catching on it. So yeah, definitely worth getting. Around £14 each. So there's two lures which we would definitely recommend. Both easy to use. My favourite being the Spro, one of Danny's favourites being the Savage Gear 4-play V2. Recommend both of them. Both of them ain't going to break the bank, but you don't want to lose them, which is why I said earlier about the tracers and the braid being important. The next thing you definitely don't want to forget is your long nose pliers or your forceps. So I go for long nose pliers. I use the Fox Rage Power Grip ones, 12 inches, they're about £18 from Angling Active. They've got the curved tip, so any awkwardly placed trebles, you can get down deep with it and get them out. I find you get a better grip with pliers, long nose pliers, than you do with forceps. Forceps, they can slip. When you lock the handles in here, it can twist off. Yeah, I'm not a fan. So, and I also keep on me in my pocket, because these stay in my bag, little pair on me for convenience. If there's just something that's easily hooked, I can get it out quickly. So the pike can thrash around with a hook in his mouth as well. So yeah, definitely recommend keeping a pair of them in your pocket as well. But they are a must, long ones as well, just in case you get any really badly hooked pike. Also, don't forget your side cutters for any deep hooked or really awkwardly hooked pike, whether you're using dead bait or you're using lures. You sometimes might need to cut your trebles or your hooks. It's better to cut a hook than a dead pike. So yeah, side cutters. Yeah, again, Fox Rage, 14 quid on eBay they were. You need them pretty much. They come all different shapes and sizes, but definitely recommend the longer ones. There's 11 inches, so you can get right down there. Same as with the pliers, the long nose pliers. They are very important. We don't want any dead pike, do we? So yeah, get yourself a pair of them as well, definitely. So the last two things are the net and the unhooking mat. Both are important again, obviously. I use the Savage Gear extra large folding rubber mesh net off eBay, 55 quid. It's telescopic, as you can see, decent reach from that. Folds up easily moving it around in between swims. So yeah, decent net. Can't speak highly enough about it. Fair price. I said folds up. You'll want a rubber mesh net, definitely. If you don't get this one, get a rubber mesh net. I've got another one here, which is a smaller one, a Berkley one. This is actually more money than that one, to be fair. This was 60 quid and that was 55. Yeah, again, rubber mesh, big holes. I used the carp net once and we'll never use it again. You just get tangled up. As soon as the treble gets in the net, it just tangles up because it's so fine, and you have to cut the net up to get it out or spend 15-20 minutes untangling it, which is an absolute nightmare. So yeah, rubber mesh net. You can get cheaper ones online, but that's the one I like to use. And then finally, your unhooking mat. I said, well, I use my carp one. It's perfectly fine. It's got handles. I put the net inside it. It's easy to carry around. So yeah, both of them are a must as well. It's not expensive. It's a £55 for the big net. I'll definitely go for the bigger one, 100%. I think the mat was around 40 quid. So yeah, in total, we've got the rod, the braid, the tracers, the lures, the long nose pliers, the side cutters, the net, and the unhooking mat. So you're probably looking at around 240 quid, around that mark. Thinking about it, it's not that much to have stuff you're going to have for years. The rod will last for years. The lures, as long as you don't use them, you can place the trebles along the way to keep them sharp or sharpen them. It's all going to last you for years. The nets, everything. So yeah, that's pretty much a setup for 240 quid. which is decent, which I'd recommend. Obviously, you can get cheaper stuff, like you can get cheaper net, you can get cheaper mat, you can get cheaper lures, but they're the ones we recommend, definitely. Thanks for watching again, guys. Don't forget to go subscribe to the channel and like the video, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers for watching.